Hey everyone, welcome to Abby's Tiny Life episode 2. We are going to be going to North Carolina, checking out my trailer, which was finally delivered. COVID is the worst. We're gonna hang out with Fig a little bit more because I had requests for that. And we're gonna look at some of the things that I'm doing now, like the background work, which is no fun and highly confusing. Okay, so this is the picture that I got from Ed and Donna this week. My trailer was delivered. A couple of things I need to say about that. In episode 1, I said I was getting a triaxle trailer. Nope. My bad. Not getting a triaxle trailer. Turns out to just be a double axle. Each of those axles can hold 7,000 pounds though, so together my tiny house can weigh up to 14,000 pounds. And if my tiny house weighs 14,000 pounds, we have more than one problem. So that was my fault. Again, I'm not a construction worker. I don't know trailers and things like that, but if I do make a mistake on these videos, I will correct myself. And I humbly ask for your forgiveness in making that mistake. Big break. Give me a toy. Okay, well, not quite a toy, but you know, we're learning. It's a work in progress. So we are going to head up to North Carolina and meet Ed. Donna was in Charlotte when I went up, so we didn't get a chance to meet her yet, but hopefully we'll meet her very, very soon. This is Ed, everybody. He's doing all the building for me, and he's awesome. He's so far. What have you done so far? Just like do a quick overview.
So the most important thing in the tiny house is the trailer. So we have this excellent trailer that's made in Tennessee. It'll hold 14,000 pounds. You'll see it has a metal pan on the bottom, and it's going to be insulated in the floor, and 26 feet long and 8 feet wide. And so that's the most important thing, and that's the biggest expense of the tiny house is the trailer.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting the plywood, the floor in, the subfloor in, and then we're going to lift it up and insulate it and nail it down permanent after we get inspected by the NOAA inspectors.
Woo!
And that's where we're at, and it's a lot of fun.
It is fun. I'm so excited. Okay, so while I was there, he also explained, you saw those 2x4s that were on the end of it there. Those are sistered together, so they were both glued and nailed together, and he used metal screws to attach them to the actual trailer itself. I asked my dad about that, and he said that basically it just creates a really strong base so that all of the weight that's going to be put on top of it won't crash and burn. This is me just looking happy that the $8,000 I spent on that trailer paid off, because it is a really solid trailer, and I'm so excited. Big break. This is what I get as I edit my videos. This little old man brings me all the toys in hopes that I will play with one of them. Oh, don't huff at me. Gross. Okay, so one of the problems that I've just recently run into, and this is like the small side details that you don't think about in the beginning of the process. Insurance. I'm actually having a little bit of a difficult time finding someone to cover my house. The issue is, it's not an RV, but it's also not a mobile home. It falls in this weird gray category, and most of the big insurance companies that I've already reached out to, they don't have a policy already set up for this. The problem is, if you insure it as a mobile home, which some companies do cover it as a mobile home, it won't be covered when you're moving it. So anytime you need to drive your tiny house somewhere, which is kind of the point, it's not covered. Obviously, if you're doing highway driving, anything can happen. That's a huge problem. And then same thing if you're doing the RV coverage, there are things that are not covered. The first and most important thing to check with your tiny house though is that it's RVIA certified. So that means Recreational Vehicle Industry Association needs to be certified. My tiny house will not be. I only have an NOAH certification, so I will have to be finding some kind of mobile home insurance to cover my tiny house. You know, it's a small hill that I need to climb up. It's not a huge roadblock, not gonna stop me from building my tiny house. But again, it's one of those things that you don't think about in the beginning of going tiny. Okay guys, so that's gonna wrap up this episode. Hopefully in the next time, we're gonna go up to North Carolina, take a look at the shell. More of it's gonna be completed. Things are really gonna start taking shape now, which is super exciting. I'll talk a little bit more about some more background work that I've got going on right now. It's just more of those little minute details that I didn't think about ahead of time. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Hopefully we'll meet Donna super soon. I hope you guys enjoyed Ed and his explanation of what was going on. If you have any questions or something didn't make sense, again, go ahead and shoot me a comment, do a direct message, anything like that, and I will do my best to answer it for you. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up so that I know that I'm doing something right. I hope you enjoyed the more appearances from this guy, Mr. Fig. And yeah, hopefully the next video will be up in the next week or so, and I'll see you next time. Happy holidays!